having an injury and being, say, put in a hospital. So he would be grateful about that and would try to return the favor. And he does not easily fall in love and rarely develops positive feelings. Once again, so actually scrolling back up to the top where this dwarf forms deep emotional bonds, this dwarf's going to have a lot of kindred spirits, which is like the one tier beneath lover, but not actually lovers, and it needs alcohol to get through the working day and likes working outdoors and only grumbles mildly at crappy weather. So this dwarf doesn't mind working outdoors and only grumbles mildly at crappy weather. Something that you do need to note about dwarves is if they do spend too much time underground, they can become cave adapted, and then when they go above ground again, they will immediately begin projectile vomiting. But when you and it's kind of like cave sickness, right? So if they spend too much time underground, they forget what the sun looks like, and then they begin to hate it, and they begin to just puke when they see the sun. But in order for this to happen, they need to spend several years entirely underground. So if the fort becomes like entombed by some great creature or an army or something, and you have to seal the doors off, that is a long-term sickness that can happen. And if you keep an eye on this screen, it'll say down at the bottom whether or not they can tolerate being outdoors. At the start, they can always tolerate being outdoors, and they grumble more at the weather the longer they spend indoors. So initially, they don't mind being outdoors. You can actually run
I
surface
left
sports
it
and
too.
all that kind of thing. But as things get further
Thank
on,
you.
they will run into problems with being outdoors and dealing with the sky and the rain and all of the things that come alongside of being a dwarf outdoors, and rarely speaks when he's angry, and he often bites his nails when he's trying to remember something. Those are flavor text. Now, we have values, which is the next kind of interesting part. So this dwarf dreams of mastering a skill, which means that they're going to want to do things like practice a physical skill. This dwarf would really like being in the military, is what I'm learning about this dwarf. Dreams of mastering a skill. This has several different options. It can be dreams of mastering a skill. It can be wants to create a masterwork. That's a dwarf you want to be on a craft. Because they want to make masterwork quality items. You can have a dwarf that dreams of ruling the world, which means that they want to be in a position of power. So maybe you want to put that dwarf as your manager, or try and make that dwarf into a baron. Maybe it could say they dream of seeing the great, gorgeous places in the world. Maybe that dwarf would want to be your messenger and be sent off to Helixes to ask for migrant workers to come and work temporarily in your fortress. Maybe there's several different options for these that are varying levels of frequency that you see, and I do recommend keeping an eye on your dwarf's values when assigning them to long-term tasks, like as an example, being in charge of something or a member of the military or that sort of thing. Major life-changing tasks, it's worth checking that because there's a lot of different variety. And dreams of raising a family is the other common one that I was thinking of, which is just like they want to get married and have kids. Sees merrymaking as a waste and does not respect the law. This dwarf doesn't care too much about being in the tavern and singing and making merry, and doesn't respect the law. Wouldn't be a good candidate for being the captain of the guard, and will get extraordinarily pissed if this dwarf commits a crime in the future and has to go into prison. So when dwarves go to prison, they're in the prison system. There are several different thoughts that they can get in their heads, and one of them is super angry about being in prison. This dwarf would be super angry, and going to prison for this dwarf would be a net negative. Then up top, like others in his culture, he holds craftsdwarfship to be of the highest ideals and celebrates talented artisans and their masterworks. This basically just means that this dwarf came from a dwarven faction. Different factions' ideals vary kind of wildly, and dwarves, elves, and humans all have their pretty standard ideals. So if you're curious about where a dwarf came from and you're like, you don't seem like a dwarf by reading your other thoughts, read this. Because if it doesn't read like a dwarven description, maybe they came from a goblin faction. And that's cool. I mean, dwarves get raised by goblins from time to time when they get kidnapped and have horrific childhoods. I feel bad for a dwarf who gets raised like that. Then we have preferences. Olan likes orthoclase, silver, pipe opal, gauntlets, catapult parts, and goats for their eating habits, and elves for their grace. In the sight of the busset embrace, if possible, prefers to consume bat ray, turnip wine, and giant kangaroo's milk. Quinoa flour, and he absolutely hates toads. So previously in the game, they would get specific happy thoughts if they eat those specific ingredients. That's been smoothed out in its need, but they do still get like a little boop extra happy thought if they eat those particular ingredients as part of a meal. As far as the materials up top, those are things that they will prioritize for strange moods. So if they get possessed or if they go into a fey mood and they want to make an artifact, they will prioritize those particular materials. And it's also worth noting that if for whatever reason we had Monitor Lizard Bone around, this dwarf might get happy thoughts being near him, or alternatively would want to make their artifact out of them. If they like a particular animal, like in this case this dwarf likes goats for their eating habits, if you have goats in your fortress and you make them available as a pet, this dwarf is immediately going to claim one of them as a pet, because they really like goats for their eating habits. It's just worth noting. And lastly, we have needs. So this is also important. Is unfettered after spending time with people. Is unfettered after leading an unexciting life. This dwarf wants excitement. Is level-headed after drinking. Well, that's good. And is distracted after being unable to acquire something. This dwarf wants to acquire things. We need to make clothing available for them. So Dwarf Fortress is a game that you can play at many different speeds. You can play it very fast and not worry about any of this stuff so much and kind of let certain dwarves fall to the bottom of the happiness scale, or you can play it really slowly and pay attention to every single dwarf and try your best to meet all of their needs. This is my video of how to kind of begin to glean storytelling elements from your dwarven description. I don't know if this is going to be useful to you guys. For me, all of these different little pieces of UI are very important, and I haven't seen a lot of people on Twitch, at the very least, streaming, going through these. This is one of the most important storytelling elements, at least for the low level of Dwarf Fortress's storytelling. So, if you're interested in more stuff like this, where I just go through descriptions and explain like how I try and glean storytelling elements from individual dwarves, let me know. These are hard to do. This is the only one that I can do easily, but hopefully this is the beginning of more of these. If you enjoy these short tutorials, this one's a little bit long actually, 13 minutes, so geez, I don't even know if this can go in the short tutorial series. Anyway, if you enjoy these tutorials, please leave a comment down in the description and tell me that this one wasn't short enough to go into the quick tutorial series and is too long. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hello everybody and welcome to a quick tutorial for Dwarf Fortress. In this video we're going to be talking about ramps. Ramps are a way that you get from one Z level to another, similar to the way stairs work. Except you go horizontally. So, something that I would like to show you that is if you press keyboard, you'll actually see kind of the style of the ramp. This is going to give you a very clear indicator where all ramps on a given map are, using the ups and down arrows. Now, when you're looking down on a ramp from up above, the arrows are going down. When you're looking from the bottom of a ramp looking up, the arrows go up. Now, the maps that you spawn into in Dwarf Fortress are going to automatically be full of ramps everywhere. They're just going to be everywhere, and you'll get quite accustomed to seeing them. However, constructing them can be a little bit tricky. So first, we're going to construct a ramp to get onto this little walkway here. So the way we're going to do this for the constructions is we're going to construct by going to the build menu, go to constructions, followed by ramps. Now, ramps go in the direction that the wall that they're leaning against, okay? So, if I have a wall here, then you enter from this side or from the diagonal. If I put the ramps here, then you can enter from this side or on the diagonal. If I put ramps here, and there's a floor on top going this way, they cannot switch back and flip directions mid-ramp, if that makes sense. So, to construct ramps on the edge of this flat edge, we are going to place 2 pieces of chalk. Now, we just simply need to wait for dwarves to come and construct them. And just like that, there's the first ramp, and there is the second ramp. Now, if we press R on the keyboard again, it'll remove all of those beautiful little overlays for the more traditional ramp style. And if we move up, we can actually see the ramp sliding down. This ramp is now officially connected to this walkway, giving our dwarves another way into the fortress. This is also how caravans access my fortress. They're going to be going up these ramps, as caravans cannot go upstairs. In the second part of this video, we are going to be covering designating ramps. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover several very quick basic topics. We can channel, and we can dig a ramp. These are 2 different tools with 2 different uses. Channels are kind of like digging out the layer beneath you with a ramp going down to it. So you can channel down. So if I were to dig this out right here, it's going to give me a line of ramps going down. And then right next to it, we can go down a layer and then dig. So we're going to see how this works from here, just to make sure these are lined up correctly. Yes, they are. and we do not want to dig directly underneath where the ramps are going to end up. So we're going to use the erase tool to remove the bottom of the ramp right there, and then we're going to wait for a miner to show up and dig out our ramps for us. And before the miner shows up, I'm just going to quickly erase this top bit, which I drew by accident. Now that the miner is here, they're going to channel down the ramp by removing the layer above it and going down to the lower layer. So now that we're on this lower layer, you can see these ramps are appearing. Of course, as previously, I can press R to show the overlay. And now that we are underground, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the mining tool again, and we are going to dig a ramp back up on the other side. This is going to give us access to a higher layer on this side, however, now underground. So we've built this nifty little kind of walkway thing. Now, of course, this can be removed if you decide you don't like it by filling it in with constructed walls. A dwarf is here now to dig it out, and we're going to move up and look at this axis. There's some sort of fighting going on underground, and I have no idea what's happening. But we'll check in with that later. Such is the way of things with Dwarf Fortress. I'm sure my mercenaries are fine. If you want more tutorials like this, I've got a whole bunch of them on the channel. And if you would like more videos about Dwarf Fortress, there's more Dwarf Fortress on this YouTube channel than you could reasonably watch in a lifetime. Ramps are a very good way to get things around without having to worry about stairs. And also a very good way to get larger things around. A very good way to build entrances to forts, and a mechanic that is useful to play around with. There's lots of options with ramps, so best of luck. Let me know if you need any help. Thank you very much for watching. Hello everybody and welcome to a quick tutorial for Dwarf Fortress. In this video we are going to be covering designating and constructing stairs. Designated stairs are stairs that are carved out of solid rock, dirt, or stone, or various other materials that you can find underground. And constructed stairs are built out of blocks or rocks or wood or whatever materials you happen to have lying around. In this little courtyard, we are going to be digging and designating just below a few Z levels down, and we're also going to be constructing a staircase up onto this wall. Now, the way it works is just with a few simple clicks. We click on this pickaxe here, and then we're going to select the Dig Stairwell option. Over here, we have this button where we can set the advanced options and set priorities, and if we want to simply plan them instead of immediately saying, do this order now, we can turn on blueprint only mode. But for this video, we are going to be setting this as priorities number 1 just so that it gets done as quickly as possible, and we are going to start by clicking on the top Z level. Now, using my mouse, I'm going to pull the mouse wheel down, and we're going to go down a couple Z levels. And then we're going to click again. That's it. That's all that you need to do to build stairs in Dwarf Fortress now. This goes for both Classic and Premium. You simply click on the stairs button, and then you select. There's no more worrying about upstairs and downstairs and upstairs and all of that. Now, we're going to wait for a dwarf to show up and dig. And now that our dwarf has arrived, we can see that
Hello? Other casket. But no stuff to pair with it. I don't like this roll. I don't like it at all actually. I'm gonna reroll this stuff. It's even more swift. Natural. Okay, so now get rid of this. Probably get rid of you because I have mana for the Avengers. That's so bad. Get rid of you. Do you play Locken, brother? It's kinda what do you play? I'm curious now, what do you play? I have so much. Okay, get rid of this. Double locking, okay. What do you play then? What can be a meme? Stealing the Ark? Oh, yeah, Stealing the Ark. I've seen that before. I have done it myself. It's a fun build, no lie. It's a really fun build. I respect that. Yeah, because Steed really makes Ark go fucking crazy. I'm gonna go Steed Avenger this game. That's gonna be fun. Steed Folly Avenger. What am I getting sent from? I'm getting sent from a fucking thingy. I wonder how this guy is gonna have fun with Bruton free. I think I can send a Bruton free. I can't, I'm sad. If I cancel Bruton, maybe I can spam snails. Snails don't leak in game. I don't have enough. 13. I been getting really weird rolls almost all day today. Like, I have some good ones, but I fucked them up. Bro, Disciple, if you get to the point where you have like Disciple, Lord of Death, or Disciple, like something with mana, it's just OP. Yeah, but Disciple I think is better in terms of getting mana. Just more expensive, so it's harder to get. Also, I got sent 0. I probably can't do this. How do I do? I didn't cancel it. Okay. I've just realized. I'm gonna get sent and I'm gonna leak now. But I could drop him a thingy, a brutal 5. I could drop him a brutal. I mean, the truth is whatever. I think it's double snail and try to leak him. Even if it's a first circle. Fuck it, let's see. I'm pretty sure Brooke leaks him. I don't think the other one leaks him though, double snail. I'm gonna get sent now. I'm leaking. It didn't get sent, what? Huh? I can just work then on the right side, no, it's fine. So that's like 50, 25, so it shouldn't work, yeah. Is he leaking? Wait, where is he? No, he isn't leaking. A double snake doesn't leak him, sadly. If I had Brute, I'd leak him for sure. But this opener just doesn't give you a Brute on free if I send on one.
How do you draw a Disciple every time with this lock-in? Right, dude? Right? That's my fucking question, man. I'm always hoping for Disciple. The build is good without it. If I get this build and I have 0 support at all, that's bad. Like, I want like a mana, like a Manta Ray or the Frost Wolf, Fox Lady or something to support the horses. Or like a White Mane to buff them. But see, this build, my weakest build... Sorry, here, let me just pause the stream. So my weakest wave is 16, right? Oh, I leaked. Yeah, my build is really weak to wave 3 grunts, which is pretty common. So now there is an alternate way I could do my build where I'm like less greedy and I get another horse. Yeah, White Man's good. So basically, Nightmare is really good versus 16. Like, it's just super good. Like, I put it at the far back of my army, and it just clears 16. Warg is good because you can get an upgraded Warg with all the horses around it, and it gets the benefit from it. Alternatively, you can make the one female Warg in the middle, and then the alpha males, like, around it, like 3 alpha males, and then 3 steeds, which a player showed me is kind of a good combo. But since we got Disciple, we're just not going to go for the Warg, and we're just going to go for the horses. Probably should have got my worker out sooner. Yeah, so I'm really happy I got the Banana Bunk, because the Banana Bunk is excellent versus... Well, like, it's okay versus 16. It is, like, it does take extra damage. Typically, I leak this wave. Yeah, so that's... My build... So the thing is, arcs do pure damage, but they do good single target damage and very poor AoE, so... Typically, I look for some sort of AoE in my build to compensate for it. But anyway, my build is so easy, I sort of just zone out and just go through the motions, you know? Like, if I have a chance to actually duo with a good player, like you or someone else from the guild, then we could do maybe a better strategy where, like, we send on 3, like 3-5-7 or something, and we actually go for the kill and play aggressive, which I like doing, but I feel like this playstyle is sort of good for carrying. I don't know, like usually I have 15 workers by 10, and then I'll ask my teammate, I'll be like, yo bro, like make sure you have enough workers, help me max the king or whatever. Speaking of which, I should probably tell this guy. Yeah, my strategy is bad. Like, it's not really meta, you know? Like, it's better to send early and fuck their eco early than it is to just wait till 13 to try to send on 16, but that's why it'll be good for me to duo with, like, better players, you know? Because then I can... Because, like, I'm good at Legion Tower Defense 1, but I still, you know... I'm still fucking, for sure, new. Wait, do I not have enough to upgrade a... Oh, no, wait, I'm fucking high. I'm thinking a turn ahead. Let's see. Do we hold it like this? Probably not. My eco this game is kind of bad. I just like holding because, you know, they give you a lot of money. Like, 2 of these creeps is worth a worker. So if I clear them all, I think I clear this. Yeah, just barely. So that's a good hold in my opinion. Got the double grunt. Wow. Very unlucky. I'm gonna save for the horse upgrade here, which is probably bad. I should probably just like push a worker and then just make another horse. 7 is like a bad way for me because of all the AoE, but they just sent on 6, so you know it's really like I don't need to upgrade the horse. It's kind of I'm gonna be overbuilt. Nightmare is actually good on the next wave. Maybe I should just get like a nightmare. Oh, I wish I would have built these a little bit farther up. And I'll just get my horse. You need to upgrade. This is a value board. Yep, that is true. Though I think like one steed, or sorry, one Pegasus is maybe equivalent to like 3 steeds. It's hard to tell, but it's like infinitely better. Typically, you're gonna cringe when you see my build. So like I told you in DMs, this is kind of a meme build that I sort of just am doing for funsies. You know, like I'll just spam it and just see how far I get up the ladder with doing it. Yeah. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do when I'm taking the game more seriously, Farrell. Like if I use this, I want to keep winning, right? So if I use this strategy and it stops working, immediately I'm going back to playing chaos. So now this wave, I do something kind of weird. This is pretty cringe. Like I said, you got to warn yourself. You got to put your seatbelt on for the cringe. Well, yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the way I normally play. Okay, just one time so you can see, and then I'll be happy to do whatever. So what I do this wave is I save at least like 130 gold, and I can't spend any more money right now. But yeah, dude. So I know it's like way better if you have cheap units. Oh, I'm fucked. It's fine. But yeah, so if you have cheap units, you can split, and then you can hold with less money. Oh yeah, I'm for sure gonna leak here because I'm like 130 underbuilt, but it's part of my strategy. This is why we upgrade the king. So they're just sending a lot, which is like good for them. Like they're doing what they should be doing. They're exploiting the weaknesses in my build. All right, so yeah, dude, my build is dog shit. I'm very self-aware of that, but so yeah, now we go for the we go for the arc that we saved for, and now we're overbuilt as fuck. You see, we were actually supposed to have 10 workers on 7, but I think we leaked or something. Something prevented us from getting that. So it's 9. Typically I have 15, so I need to push a lot of workers right now. Yeah, well, yeah, this is why I use this strategy, because it's like consistent for holding, right? Like the arc can for sure hold 9 and 10, like very easily, right? It's really like 8 is the weak wave, but nobody sends 8, dude. The fact that they sent 8 was very, very strange. So I'm gonna be like playing catch up with my board next round, but that's why we up the king, like so that we can get leafs. I'm tempted to take off auto to up king more because we take so much damage. Could be a play, I don't know. Probably is economical suicide. But now we're at 14 workers. Also, I have not been microing my auto at all. Like I should have been sending lizards, dude. Sending a fiend is like pretty bad. I mean, not like it matters really because they're probably gonna clear it, but I really like sending lizards. But they didn't send. And now we have 15 workers, which is a comfortable amount. We're going to be really behind on our board. We're probably going to leak, but it is what it is. Open the damage window? Yeah, I got you. We're going to use this to upgrade the king quickly. So let's see, where is it? Here? Damage tracker. We'll just throw another horse down since I'm so underbuilt that it can't hurt. So next up, we need to get our disciple because I need to get the aura value as quickly as possible. Yeah, do you want to look at damage taken or damage, mercenary damage or damage dealt? Is this the right window? So this is great. Look at this. This is our weakest wave, and we're holding it because they didn't send. Our next week is, well, it's not our weakest wave. I'm strong in this wave, but I'm weak because obviously I'm underbuilt. But the 12 is the tough wave. So hopefully we can get our value up before 12. Oh, the banana bunk in this position, because I can't get the disciple upgraded this turn. Yeah, I think the banana bunk in this position would be the best idea. How the fuck do we position the banana bunk so it's gonna get focused first? Do we put it like right here? Is that... Do you think that's a good position for it? Okay. Cool, cool. Now, this is bad. Usually I have my disciple upgraded sooner, but it is what it is. I think the banana bunk is gonna be pretty crucial. Oh, they didn't send? So that means, what are they, saving for 13? Yeah, yeah. It's just horses are such shitty tanks. We gotta have something to help them out. Although it's bad because, like, now, like, the banana monk's gonna be weak on 13. We really needed the upgraded disciple. It is what it is. Also, my eco is falling by the wayside. I don't know, this game is weird. I'm getting shit on this game or something. Yeah. I only have to use them as tanks. Sometimes, because I'm like, I need the mana for my arcs. By the way, I'd like to get a second arc. Oh, that's really bad for us. That's Centaur. Auto off? Yeah, true, for 16. Thanks for reminding me, man. I always forget. Yeah, Centaur is super good against my horse stack. Yeah. This is gonna hurt. I'm strong in the next two waves though. I'm strong on 13, but that was just a big send. It's cool though. As I'm getting, what's up?
What up, man?
Oh hey man, do you want to play?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go. All right, I'm in a
I'm
game right
beginner
now.
though.
Yeah.
Let's see, rating 700, 1700.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on like a serious ranked climb right now, but like we can still play. Like I don't care if I get a loss. Like who cares, right? I
Like,
just
I
won't double
just played
down.
with one guy. He had 9 workers while we were at wave 19. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I mean, playing by myself gets kind of lonely, so I wouldn't mind some chill games, and then I go back to the grind.
Yeah, but we can
Plus,
take a
I could
raid
always
though. If
I
we
could always
can.
show you this build that I'm using that's just stupid OP.
I'm using an egg build.
Oh, that's really fun. I'm happy to see it.
Yeah. Just the other guy I just played with just ruined it because he lost like the big wave at round 2, so my egg died. That's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, so that's the way the egg crumbles.
Some people are interesting, you know?
Yes, sir. Well, anyway, we're probably about to die on the next wave,
We're at
the
round.
next 2 waves. Yeah, I'll screen
Oh,
share.
wave 15. Let's see.
Azir, thank you for the follow. I'm also live on Twitch.
Oh, damn. Maybe I shouldn't swear that much then.
Swearing's fine. Dude, my eco is super bad this game. Like, my eco is just terrible.
Damn.
Absolutely fucking horrendous. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Pharaoh. I always prioritize auras, obviously, for 16. I don't have enough to. I don't have enough to send them all because my eco is dog shit. So I'm just gonna. What do you think in this position, the mole or the pack leader? Probably the pack leader.
The stronger the better.
Yeah, normally when I send this wave, I send like one of each aura and then like maybe like 8 robos. Like I don't know, like my eco is just terrible this game. Like I totally deserve to lose this game. For sure, GG. Can't win them all. GG. Lost the game, gained a duo partner. Long dick, too good.
Oh, let me just add that. That's the friend code.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, I just thought. Oh, you could also enter names there. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, here, yeah, just add me. My username's open420. Or give me your name.
Uh. There you go. You get the invite. I send you. You got a Steam. Oh yeah, but you got the Steam invite. I saw it pop up on your screen. Nice. Yeah. Happens, man. The Terminator. You took the wrong one, man. Yeah. It's the last Terminator. There you go, mate. Shit. Oh, thank you. When do I pop up then? No, mine either. DK said, I'm just gonna type it. It's way easier. There we go. Yep. Just ranked, right? Julius. Let's see if I'm better than your gold mates. Isn't it gold or something? Or what's the rank? That's good, I guess. Yeah, I just don't know when to send the waves. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. Um, C7. I just need to figure out. I have a yeah. I have a strategy like for the first couple of rounds. You can see what I'm doing. Poly line can be upgraded. Is the poly good?
Which one? Polywog?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be good.
Bulldog.
I don't use it for my strategy specifically, but yeah, I mean they're fine. I think the Seraphim is decent, like the one they upgrade into.
Well, that's good. I just need a teammate who doesn't leak round 2.
No, I don't leak too unless they send like a robo, then I leak too. So spend your Mithrium right now to upgrade the king,
Oh,
and then build a worker right now if you can, if you have the money for it.
yeah, just ready. Isn't it you we're waiting for?
Yeah, do you have enough
I'm
for a
gonna help
worker?
you. I'm gonna help you upgrade the king. Now I'm going. I'm not going for a worker right now because I need to buy with my full amount of money next round. It's a good strategy.
Yeah, Feral, it's so that you can get the split on the right, right? Like you could put something on the right to make them split. I use splits in this strategy, but sometimes I'm just too lazy. Radiant,
Yeah, I don't really
yeah,
use.
I have
I don't
four
know how
slots
to
in
use
between.
splits though. I'm
Oh, it's
just.
super simple. Wow, what the fuck? How did they leak one?
I don't know. But did you need? You
Good
want me to
God.
upgrade the king, right?
Yeah. So like send your sends every round for income,
Yeah.
just so we can have really strong economy and scale hard. Oh wait, this is two. I'm tripping. Holy shit, I'm high.
Yeah.
And then you upgrade the king during the build phase when you have the money for it. And if it helps you, you can also shift left click on a certain upgrade and it'll do it automatically when you have the money for it. You can put cheap things on the right when you can, but your radiant can be more forward. I feel like you guys can kill in wave 6. Yeah, Farrell, you're probably right. We probably could kill them on wave 6. Just save Myth and send 2 birds.
What the fuck did he send? He sent a brood? No one usually sends a brood now.
Wow,
No!
Brute wave 2? What the fuck? That's why they leaked 1.
I usually always go egg now, but he ruined my egg with a brood.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? What am
That's a
I
big
watching?
egg.
Holy fuck. Having like, oh, he's saying sell the egg. Put something else. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. But Farrell, we're in the Discord for LTD. If you ever want to hang out, you can always hit me up. There's a lot of games I like to play. See this Hydra in action.
So did you want me to upgrade the king or just send some waves?
I just send, but we upgrade the king like between the rounds, like during the build phase.
Hmm.
Because if we turn off auto and then save money and then upgrade the king, then we lose money. Guess we can build a ward now. At least this game is going to be better eco-wise. But yeah, like upgrade the king now if you have the money for it.
Yeah, I'm 13 right now, so I don't have it.
You're good. Totally fine. I prefer doing it this way because then it doesn't put us behind. Yeah, Farrell, normally I just build like a ring of horse.
Is it one upgrade that's more important of the king? He did it again. That stupid ass. Yeah, I'm leaking here. This guy is kinda annoying with his brutes all the time.